Nicoya, one of the things I will emphasize again is that the Nicoyans, they are Christians. So this is the second blue zone that mention about religion, and that's something exciting for us, because we know that one important factor for longevity is faith. Well, Nicoya, Greece, is the next one that they found. It's not new. I mean, many of you have heard about that. It was the Blue Zone. First article was in 2005, and then in 2006 he wrote his book, then Buechner, and then in 2007 he included this that was not in the book, that is the Nicoya on Greece. They follow a Mediterranean diet. I have a friend of mine from Italy that went to visit Italy, and then he said, well, I went to Italy, but I'm not sure if Italians eat a Mediterranean diet. Because there was so many junk food, and the food is so rich that it might be beyond the Mediterranean. But these guys eat an authentic Mediterranean diet. So the summary of the things that they have in Nicoya, Greece, they have so it should be natural environment here. I don't know why I have moved there. It's a natural environment. They have a purpose in life. They don't work too hard. They slow down. They have time to relax all the time. They don't eat too much. They eat a lot of vegetables, but not much meat. A little fish. They have occasional glass of red wine, but it is not even daily. And they belong to a community that have a good social network, and they share personal beliefs or spirituality, and they make a family a priority. They are Christians too. So from the 5 blue zones, 3 are Christians. So they are more Orthodox Christians, as most of the Greeks are in that region. So these are pictures, not very good, but the place is very beautiful. I will pass this faster because I have a video for you from them also. You see here they eat a variety of Mediterranean diet foods, like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and fish. And then they have 6 years longer life than the normal population there in Greece. They also eat a lot of wild greens. They found of 70 or so types of greens. Many of those greens, and I put this because I like this part here. They have 10 times the level of antioxidants that we have in green tea or red wine. So eat more greens that are growing in our gardens would be better than even than red wine. So I like it. So this is I think is spinach and with olive oil and potato, whatever, eggplant. It looks like that. They use a lot of olive oil. But they don't cook with the olive oil. They cook the food, then they add olive oil on it. So that's something interesting and something good that we also promote. This is one of the pictures of the city there. And then this is something exciting for me, herbal teas. Dan Buechner's team found that they found 5 or 6 regular herbal teas that they drink per day, and they think that these teas are mild diuretics. So if they have blood pressure, these diuretics will help to decrease blood pressure, and that's why they probably have less high blood pressure, less risk of strokes, and less dementia in this population. This might be one of the factors. They have wild chamomile and then mint. And then, well, we already mentioned about that. Even heart disease could be prevented. And I will stop a little bit. my intention was to bring here some teas and water and give to you, but when I checked my herbal tea that I have, I just moved and then I have the bags and it was expired, and so I'm not going to bring here, that's going to kill me here. But I believe this is also part of our tradition as Blue Zone here. We are losing that, and that's one thing that I'm going to start pushing. Not going to Clark's and buy the things, but have our little garden with mint, with chamomile, with rosemary, and all of these teas that are very good for us because they have antioxidants, because they help our digestion, they are diuretics, they help us to relax. If you take valerian, for instance, or even chamomile is also, or lemongrass is one that I used to have in my other house, a bush of lemongrass, and I have one from Brazil that's called boldo, that is very good digestive. If you have a problem with digesting your foods, you can eat or even chew a leaf of that, and you don't have a problem with stomach ache or heartburn. But anyways, I believe this is a challenge. I believe we should use more health. We should use more herbs for our health. We should have in our gardens a little more of herbal teas and use that. And I'm not telling you that we should use that because we are going to heal cancer or we are going to sell things. I mean, I believe that we should have that as a way to help us in our ailments. And God put properties on those herbal, and this is written in the Ellen White's book, that we should use more of those God properties leaves that are there. So it's something that when they visit Loma Linda, they miss it. Because we are not that. We are having our gardens. Most of the old guys are doing our gardens here. But we are not pushing much on the herbs. We are kind of missing this part or losing this part. Hey, Ray, we should not have questions, huh? But I will...
No. I was just going to ask, is there such a thing as tame chamomile?
It
says wild chamomile.
Well, because chamomile grows in the wild there. They don't need to plant the specific. So if you have more wild things, it's better because it's going to be richer in antioxidants than if you have, like wild blueberries are much better than grown blueberries in a farm because they will get from the soil all the minerals and antioxidants. So the Icarians, they have fun. As you see here, they sing, they laugh, they are very good. The country or the island is very mountainous, and so they don't run marathons, but they climb. They don't climb mountains, but I would say it's not mountainous, but it's hilly. They go up and down. I mean, every time they have to go to church or have to go to buy something, they have to walk around. And then they do a lot of exercise naturally. And here you have another picture of the thing. But we have a problem, as we have McDonald's in Loma Linda, and we are struggling with that. They have the asterisks. I think McDonald's didn't go there. It's too remote for them. But I took this. It's not a very good picture because I got from the internet. Fast food pizza cafe. So why do they need that? But anyways, it looks like there is a fight between Blue Zones to keep it the lifestyle there. For the new generation is a challenge. As you see in the movie that I will show you, they have a party, and during the party there is a Coca-Cola there in the middle. I think I don't know why they filmed that, but do we have Coca-Colas in our parties? Of course we have. I mean, I'm fighting with that in my house, but trying to bring other juices and other things instead of those sodas that are not there. But it's a challenge for our new generation. In Italy, in the Sardinians, it's a challenge for the Okinawans, big challenge. Remember, they have the highest risk of obesity, childhood obesity in Japan, is in Okinawa. It's a challenge for Costa Rica. They might have bars and things that sell. It's a challenge for the Icarians and a challenge for Loma Linda. That's why we have, now we have the Loma Linda Health Coalition. That's why we have this Sabbath school. It's something to promote the lifestyle that we somehow are missing in our generations. Can you keep the, because I am run out of questions now. I have to pass this video. After the video, we can